Hey Jared. So whenever you learn or we learn about innovation, I like how you like learn the same thing, or one of the things that you learned was like the same as what I learned. So you mentioned that the one thing that you thought about innovation was how like you thought it was like coming up with new ideas or like just coming up with something that just didn't exist before, and then that you learn that innovation is actually coming up with ideas that are more practical, and that innovation comes with risk taking, and you also added that innovation can also come with like, or it often pairs better when innovation is within like a risk taking like area or like business or field. And then I like how you connected creativity with entrepreneurship innovation by using by using the thinking process that entrepreneurs use. And then I also like how you mentioned that creativity or can help foster companies like differentiating themselves with other competing businesses. I thought it was like a really good note to add. And then and then also your reasoning for how innovation can help improve society and companies. I thought that was a really good point, as well as your two examples. So you mentioned that it helps society since it improves like overall quality of life. It can like help solve like critical challenges. And then more than one thing I did like about your example was within the health field you mentioned that it plays a vital role within that. I thought it was pretty good to add since I can see your point how innovation, while it's not like really creating like new medicines or like new vaccines for in general, but like they're often improving like some like they're like improving their vaccines or they're improving their medicine. So I thought that was a pretty good way to add because it does in fact improve quality of life, and like you mentioned it does improve like life expectancy. And then lastly, your two approaches to innovation, where I fear were the same as mine. You listed the two approaches as disruptive and incremental, and then the only difference I would say was that our examples are different. You listed Uber as your example for like the disruptive innovation. I used Netflix, but I liked your example of Uber since it did in fact replace like taxis. Since now you can just like call an Uber instead, and it just makes it so much easier, and then make kind of like taxis obsolete. So, but overall, good job on your post, Jared.